This is Ryan from pickerpicks.com, and I wanted to talk a little bit about this loop station, and if it's not working right for you, it might be because you've somehow changed the system preferences. So I'm going to show you how to go in and change the system preferences to whatever you want, and yeah. So first of all, we're going to hold down the pedal and plug in a cable, and this will boot up into the system preferences mode where we can see what our looper pedal is set to, and we can change the settings. So when you get this pedal from the factory, the settings, there's 3 settings you can adjust here. So setting 1, setting 2, and setting 3 are all set to look like that. So the recording mode is set to this, the stop mode is set to that, and the display is set to that. So here, down here on my pedal, I've got the setting 1 recording mode set to this. So I've actually got it set to this because that's what I prefer to have it set to. And yeah, this way, if it's set to this, after you record your first loop, while you're recording, after you stop recording your first loop, it'll go right into overdubbing, which I don't like. So I set this first one to do that, which means after you record your first loop, it will just play back that loop and yeah, not be in overdubbing mode. So, but if we wanted to go back to the factory settings, so if we wanted to go back to this, I would just double tap on it, and it would switch that setting back. Now, if we want to cycle through each of these 3 settings, we just press once, and now it's showing us this. The stop mode is set to this. Press it once more. The display mode is set to that. So something that sometimes can be a problem for people is if this display setting gets switched to that. So double tap it. Now, if this display setting gets switched to that, sometimes that can throw people off, and they might think that their looper pedal is broken because the lights will be flashing, and it's not, you know, it can be confusing why your looper pedal, all the lights are flashing and messing up. But there is a purpose for it, but a lot of people don't like it. So normally, most people probably want their display setting to be set to that. So we would just double tap it to set it back to this setting. And yeah, then let's just cycle again through. Let's cycle back to this one, press it here, and cycle through. See this one? And cycle there. So yeah, that's how you can cycle through and adjust settings. Let's go back to here. Now I'm going to set this setting 1, the recording mode, back to this because that's the way I prefer it. So I will double tap it and set it back to that. And now, yeah, after you're done setting the preferences how you want, you can just unplug your pedal and you're good to go. Now, one thing to mention is the recording mode and the stop mode. These 2 settings are explained in the manual that comes with this. The display setting, this is not explained in the manual. So that could be why there's some confusion out there about it. But okay, thanks a lot.